Do you want to know the 5C's of relationships which can help you to enhance your bonds and dig a little more deeper so that the beauty comes out, and each day with consistency, with conscious efforts, you make your relationship into a magical bond? If this topic resonates with you, then this video is absolutely for you. Hey there, my name is Gargi Arya and welcome to the place where I will help you to design your life with love. So today I want to speak to you about how you can turn your relationship, a smooth relationship, a hard relationship, into a magical one, to know each other a little more, and so that you can spend the rest of your life with the person you love the most. It can be your partner, your friend, your best friend, or anyone whom you love the most in the world. So the first C of relationship is communication. Always remember that being direct is better than being aggressive. Once a relationship is made, it's very important for both of you to show your 50% as if it was your 100%. What do I mean by that? For example, you might have heard from other people also that a relationship is made by two people, and one person is 50%, the other one is 50%, so it's a 50-50 division. Always remember to take this part of your 50% as if it was your 100%. Then only you can make conscious efforts every single day to improve the quality of it. And remember that a relationship is made by communication. If you don't communicate what you want, if you don't know what the other person wants from this bond, then it will not stay longer. So express everything in a healthy manner. Dig deeper, because the more you know the person in a much deeper way, the more you will be able to exchange your demands. You might say that it's kind of barter system, but it is not. The difference between true love and attachment is true love says I love you and that's why I want you to be happy, no matter whether this happiness includes mine or not. And attachment says I love you and that's because I want you to be happy, and this happiness must include mine also. You know the difference, right? So this is the first C, communication. And some people, they say that I'm very busy. You might have heard that some people, when you try to contact, they say that I'm a very busy person, I cannot make time. But can I tell you something today? The ones we love, no matter whether they are busy or not, they still set aside time. So every week or set days per week or set time on a daily basis, half an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on your suitability, ask the person what he wants, say the person what you want, and then try how you can implement these two demands and communicate every single day or per week, twice or once, so that it gets more smooth, so that it gets more healthy, right? The next step or the next C of relationship is choices and consequences. Always remember, we are always in a zone when we are co-authoring our lives with God. What do I mean by that? For example, like you make a choice, God puts the consequence. You make a choice, God puts a consequence. And in relationships also, you have a choice to be good or to be bad, to turn that relationship into a hard one or to turn it into a magical one by consciously making efforts. First of all, you need to rise in your own eyes first, so you can rise in other people's eyes. Why do I say that? Because if you won't have a bond with yourself, if you won't have a bond of love with yourself only, then how will you be able to spread love to the other person, or kindness, or whatever you want them to feel, right? So first thing is to rise in your own eyes first. People always say, I have seen it many times, that someday this person will change, someday this will happen, then only I will be happy, or someday my relationship will automatically change forever. But can I tell you, this someday will never come until and unless you don't take the steps to improve the quality of your relationships, of your bonds. So it is very important for you to focus on those small choices every single day, on how you can make the other person feel loved. And because you know what, some people, they don't take efforts just because their ego comes in between. Two people are here, the other person, both ego level is at the highest, is at the toppest, and that's why no one wants to step below the ladder and take a step towards their relationships. Always remember, if you love the person, ego should never come. Ego should never come. You must communicate clearly. That was the first step. And the second is to make that choice to step below the ladder, even if the other person is not, and try to see whether it works or not. And if still they want to be like this, then it's their choice, right? So rise in your own eyes first, and then make a conscious effort to work on it every single day. The third C of a magical relationship is all about being compassionate and caring towards other person. What do I mean by that? Compassion is the one thing which holds everyone together. It is the feeling of belongingness or togetherness, right? So it's very important for you to show your care towards other person whom you love. You care, and compassion actually means caring for the other person in such a way that you take steps in order to make his or her life better than it is today. Most people, they don't know the power of environment or the power of what like their behaviors, their daily patterns can impact the other person. So if you are someone who truly loves someone, then please remember that you have to support them. You have to make them feel that no matter whatever step you take, I'm always for you, I'm always beside you, behind you, to support you, to encourage you in whatever you want. And believe me, this is the line that every person in this world expects from someone they love the most. In my childhood, I always used to hear things that the people you love the most, they will hurt you the most. But I have a different tweak to it. The people you love the most, if you clearly communicate what you want, if you set aside time every single week or every single day for 10 to 15 minutes to talk with them in spite of being busy, then they will never hurt you. This is real, and I have experienced both sides. The people you love the most will hurt you the most, but if you communicate clearly what you want, if you set aside time to talk, then it won't happen anymore. So this is the another C, the third C of relationship. The fourth C of a relationship is consistency. Remember, if you take consistency away, you allow God to take the person, not by death, but actually remove them from your life because you don't care for them. Until and unless you won't show up for the other person, how will they understand whether you love them or not? In relationships, it has been observed many times that the people in the relationship, one is taking the steps, but the other one is still feeling low, is still feeling bad. Life will always keep changing. There will be new friends, there will be your career. You will have to take time aside to work on your career. You will have to work on your health. You will have to work on every area of your life. But if in spite of doing everything, if you can just keep a balance or keep a harmony in talking with the person and holding them together, holding the bond together in such a way that you say that no matter what I am doing, I'm still there, I'm still here for you. And when you do that, consistency will always show up, and the most difficult relationships will also turn into a magical one, right? Old is gold, never ever forget that. And the last C of your relationship is commitment. It's easy to say I love you, it's easy to love someone, but it's very difficult to hold the commitment. For example, if you have said the person that you will talk to them today at 6 p.m., then call them even if they do not call you back. For example, like some people, they just message that I will call you at 6 p.m. and then they don't, or they wait for the other person to call at 6 p.m. Leave the ego, let it go, and then call them. Commitment is what matters, right? And this is the one thing which will help both of you to stay together. So I hope that this video really helped you to understand the 5 C's of relationship: choices and consequences, commitment, consistency, then it's your compassion and care, and the last one is communication. A relationship can either make you or break you. The choice is yours. Make conscious efforts with what matters, and every single day see it blossoming more than what you have ever imagined. Thank you so much. If this video really helped you, then please comment down below which one C will you start with in your relationships for the next 1 week, and then please share your experience. Share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to receive more content like this.